Local filmmaker Chris Herriges in studio next, KQ.
Live from the Mills Fleet Farm studio, back to the KQ Morning Show.
9:28 now, 28 minutes after 9 o'clock, KQRS. Our special guest in studio, local filmmaker Chris Herriges. The Vase, he co-produced and directed. It also happens to be one half of the KQRS house band, Cool Britannia.
How about that, huh?
What do you think of that action?
I love it, and it's inspiring to be here. 6 years with the KQRS house band and doing these shows with Terry Train, and somehow in the midst of all this, I made this movie, and I've managed to grow the thing regionally, and John Lastman was cool enough to book me on your show, so here I am.
That's the only time he's ever been cool in his life. I was like to point that out. So tell us about the Vase.
So what happened was, you're familiar with David Burton Morris, perhaps? He's a filmmaker who made a movie called Patty Rocks, like 25 or 30 years ago. And he's a buddy of mine, and I had placed like some music in a small indie film, and then I was like challenged to, you got any ideas for a screenplay? And I was like, I got to do this, and I was off and running. So what you do is you sort of recall the best things the most interesting things that have happened in your personal life, and you weave this stuff into a story. And I was inspired by Patty Rocks that a road trip and conversations on a road trip can be quite,
right,
amusing. So I thought, road trip, where do they got to go? They got to go along Lake Pepin. That's the most beautiful area around the region.
Unbelievable.
Terrific. My mom lives down by there, and I became familiar with it since she moved there. I was just down there actually last week because we took the America riverboat down from St. Paul to St. Louis, and you go through Lake Pepin. Beautiful.
It is just spectacular.
We got a nice backdrop scene on Lake Pepin in which I'm having problems because you know how you write what you've experienced in life, and with texting and phones.
Sure.
This is what really happened to me. I got this text, "Happy Holidays, Harry," my nickname, and I'm like, "Who's this from?" I didn't save the person with the number, and I'm thinking, "Oh, that's probably my buddy Rich." So I write, "Yeah, same back to you, buddy." And then it turns out it was an ex-girlfriend, So I'm like, So I'm like, now these are plot scenarios, so I had to weave that kind of thing into the story. And I can tell you the most interesting plot twist about it is that I got another buddy, and he was with a group of friends, like in Milwaukee for a weekend, and they were with a Scottish guy, and the whole time they thought his name was Kane, C-A-I-N-E. It turned out his name was Ken.
Ken.
And I'm like, bam, that's a plot twist. So then
there you go.
Then you got to work on your Scottish accent, and then you refer to Braveheart, and then you keep practicing. It took a fortnight to get out the thistle all day, or I'm going to peck a fate, and then you do that for a couple weeks, and it soaks in. So there you go.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up. I was talking to somebody on vacation about the fact that Robert Taylor, who stars in Longmire, which is a great show on Netflix. It started out on A&E. It's on Netflix now. Written by Craig Johnson, and he is Robert Taylor, the lead who plays Walt Longmire, is Australian.
All right.
And when he's shooting Longmire, he has a hard time speaking in his own voice.
Yeah, isn't that funny? You just kind of you just soak it in. You're just immersed in the character.
It's exactly what he said. He said that you just get so immersed in the character that it's hard to remember how to speak with an Australian accent.
Where am I now?
Yeah.
Am I still in Australia or what?
Well, and we talked about this before. My daughter and son had a friend in college, and matter of fact, she was their roommate for a while. She's from Wales,
right?
And when she's talking to you, she has an accent, of course, but then she gets on the phone with her father. You cannot understand a word she says. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's thick. Yeah, it's funny how you can turn it on and off. Candace is a classic example of a Minnesota accent, I might mention.
Oh, yeah.
And it's quite endearing, actually.
Thank you.
I never heard that until I was like 5 years old, because where I grew up, it wasn't a big accent. So I heard it was at Dayton's department store in downtown Minneapolis. I asked my mother, why are they talking like that?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah, they used to judge IQs by it.
Funny.
You mean like in Candace's case?
Yeah, in Kansas. Oh, she hates me now.
Well, there's a reason. So you have a gala event screening at St. Anthony, Maine, which by the way, I love that theater.
Beautiful theater, beautiful little area. It's Friday. It's this coming Friday at 7 p.m. I think the doors are at 6:30. And it's sort of a celebration of all the success that we've managed to have regionally with this movie. I've taken it to all these markets. I would just simply take it first to Red Wing, then I would call the newspaper, then they would say, oh, let's write about this. They would move on to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and show them the press had gotten there. Then they would do a feature, and then we'd fill the theater there. Then we'd fill the theater in Rochester. And this is all on the heels of debuting it at the Lagoon back last fall. So yeah, it's all built up, and it'll be at St. Anthony, Maine, this coming Friday, 7 p.m.
Why is it so hard now? And Catherine and I were just talking about this as well. On vacation, you talk about a lot of stuff that you don't get time to when you're working, right? So.
Right.
Why is it that all the good movies I've seen, like Hell or High Water, is developing now, but it started at like 4 theaters nationally? A terrific film. Right. All Grandma with Lily Tomlin never did break through is a wonderful movie.
Oh, is
Great
it?
movies like this, they just don't get the exposure. Everything is a cartoon or it's a superhero.
Right, like Finding Dory or whatever, which, is sort of a milquetoast plot. But you've got huge distribution, and those distributors can say to 3,000 theaters, well, this is what we're presenting. And they and if they don't take it, then they don't get the next blockbuster. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly. So how did you break through? It's got to be very, very difficult, I think.
Yeah, I was counseled to start working festivals, and I would have to hurry up and wait to get into Toronto, and then I wouldn't get in, and then there'd be another, and I wouldn't get in that. And I'm like, wait a minute, there are theaters out there that show movies. I got to put this in theaters. Right. So every different theater that I went to had different terms, and in Red Wing, I rented the Sheldon in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We just did a split for a week-long run. And in another theater in Red Wing, we just did a split for a special screening. So you can make terms. You can put your movie into theaters, advertise enough, and they have confidence in you. People turn out. It all works out well. So
that's terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great story. And you believed in it. You loved the story, and you believed in the story, and you put, I would imagine, pretty much everything into it.
13 months of editing every spare moment I had.
Oh, God.
Yeah, amazing. The shooting part, literally like 6 days. Great crew, great cast. Yeah, a co-star named Carrie Ann Christensen from Rochester, who's just a knockout actress, and I was lucky enough to find her. A couple of local guys, Paulie Kahneman, as well as Ryan McGrath, playing a couple of parts. My co-producer, Greg Deal, who turned out to be an excellent actor, playing a lawyer in the movie, and the cast was so good that we would just burn through the shooting days. Then assembling it, that's where the work comes in. So
I think it's wonderful. Yeah. I'd love to come and see it, actually. It's this Friday.
Yeah, if you can, Tom, that'd be awesome to have you.
I got to check with the War Department, but I would love to come and see it.
Yeah. There's another local celebrity who's going to be there. A buddy of mine has invited a guy named Barry Zavan, the weatherman.
I love Barry.
Who's going to be in the lobby with us. And
Barry's a wonderful guy.
He seems like a pretty neat guy.
Yeah, Barry's a terrific.
To be honest, I remember the name and I see the photos and I got a faint recollection of him, but I don't think I'd moved to the Twin Cities yet when he was.
Oh yeah, because he was very, very big on the scene, and I think he went to Washington D.C. from there. And we just had Barry on. As a matter of fact, he's written a book. We had him on about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how about that?
3 weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah, we like to see local people do well. And plus, the fact, I love independent film anyway. I almost every movie I see now is an independent movie.
You got good taste, Tom. That's awesome of you.
No, it's true though. We just saw a movie over the weekend called "I'll Follow You Down." It wasn't a great movie, but I never even heard of it.
I think I faintly heard of that one. Yeah.
I thought it was very, very good. Haley Joel Osment was in it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good movie, but you never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Because they're too busy putting out things like, Sausage Party, which has its audience, fine. But it's not my kind of movie. It probably was very funny, all the rest of it.
Would have worked for me when I was 17, possibly.
Well, yeah, that's a very good point.
The trouble with Sausage Party is how do you do its porn parody?
Right.
It's going to be tough.
I thought that'd be funnier than it was. I think that a lot.
Why don't you swear at Chris a little more? Honest to God.
I'm inspired by great comedies, though, and like with the Vase, to mention David Burton Morris and Patty Rocks, and definitely you can see some inspiration from Meet the Parents in it. I definitely maybe leaned on some things I've seen Woody Allen do as well. But more than anything, writing what you know and having these experiences, and weaving them into a story worked out really well. It's gotten a great reaction from every audience that sees it. So,
well, like I said, I'll put the arm on the lovely and talented Catherine, and I'd love to come over and see. Like I said, I love the theater. I love the area. Grab a little dinner and come see the movie. It'd be great.
That would be great. That would be really
Hopefully
awesome.
I'll see you on Friday night.
All right, Tom. Sounds good.
Chris Herriges, ladies and gentlemen, the Vase at St. Anthony, Maine, Friday night, 7 o'clock. TheVaseMovie.com, as a matter of fact. KQRS now hiring Guy Gunner of Gunner's Garage in Apple Valley. You have 10 minutes to call in, 989 Rock 989 Roll. If you do, we'll hire you at $100 an hour. Just listen to KQ at work.